This seems about right. So in today's video I'm gonna be working on this. It has few issues, but one of the major issues that I need to address today, that the drive shaft is about to be a Bluetooth. It's about to leave the chat. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute how it looks like over there. It's not pretty. So I'm gonna try to lift it up, and that's another issue, that the frame is all rotted out actually. So I have to find a good point of where to lift it up from, and then I'm gonna work on replacing the drive shaft. I got a brand new drive shaft over here. I'm gonna open it up, make sure it's the same before I start disassembling everything. So first I gotta remove those 4 bolts over there holding the drive shaft to the transfer case. Then I have these 2 bolts over here. Hopefully they're not gonna be too much of an issue. And this part over here is all ripped and it's moving around, but that's not even the problem. The main problem is right here, because this, as I move the tires, if you guys see this, this is not good at all. So yeah, so this is another 4 bolts I need to remove over here. So let's work on that. All right guys, and here's a new drive shaft. This, how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to move like that, like it moves over there. I just want to make sure that this one is all assembled, all correct, and as you can see, this is all pretty good. So let me take that one out, remove those 9 bolts, I believe it's all in total, and see if we can put the new one in. Hopefully it's not gonna give us too much of the issues. So right now I'm just working, trying to break all the bolts and nuts free, make sure I can actually disassemble this. Now over here I got them all free. These ones over here are kind of putting a lot of resistance, so I have to be careful not to break them, because then it's not gonna be good. And then I gotta get to those bolts.
A few moments later.
All right, it took a little bit of effort, but these 2 bolts broke off free. So I'm just gonna move them back and forth in case there is a rust build up over there, so they don't hopefully snap, but it seems to be all right. So now I'm gonna try to break those free. All right, and just with a long ratchet and a 12mm, so actually both ends 12mm on the ratchet over there, and in the rear over here, these ones are 14mm, so they all are loose. So now I'm just gonna unbolt everything completely, and hopefully I can take it out. Now I had a little bit of trouble getting to that top bolt because I could not spin this because the drive shaft is connected. So to make my life easier, I unbolted it over here completely. So that allowed me for the drive shaft to drop, and I could use a wrench. Now that's the last bolt is broke free. Now this was sitting there pretty tight, or just slightly seized up. But since it's an old part, we don't care about this. With a few hit of the hammer on the base over here, it came loose. So now we can take this side out, and hopefully we can just remove the other one as well. Oh wow guys, I spent maybe an hour, if not more, trying to take this from there, because our engineers, they know what to do. They put this exactly under the junction, so you cannot even hammer like a chisel in between to take it out. I got lucky, I had this long heavy-duty screwdriver, and I had it over here at the angle, trying to wedge it between there, even though it was not going. And I was hammering and hammering for hours from both sides. I was trying to hit it with a hammer on top of there multiple times. I was hitting it. Like I said, I was working on this for like well over an hour, but finally I got it out. Just look at this, guys. Just look at this joint over here. This was about to probably come out pretty soon. This is all destroyed over here. This bushing over here is also kind of seems to be not good. And like I said, over here I was hammering and hammering and hammering. Look how much metal got grooved up, but finally, oh, the front, at least the front is not too bad. Anyways, finally this is out. So now I can put the new one in. All right, so the drive shaft is partially in place. It's sitting on a on the studs. So now all I have to do is just tie them all to spec, which is 27 foot-pound of torque at the front and at the rear. So that's where I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna secure this. This was all the way to the front, so I'm just gonna try to do the same. Gotta make sure you put the big washer behind, and this one, just making sure this one is tight. Alright guys, and both sides are tight, the front and the back. And just gotta make sure you go in a crisscross pattern to tighten them up, and actually drop a little bit of a blue thread locker on them, and then I made them tight. I put a little bit more than 27 foot-pound of torque, but it should be right. So now I can secure these two bolts over here. Alright guys, the drive shaft is replaced, the new one is in place, all the bolts are tight, and everything seems to be good. So now I'm just gonna take it for a spin, but I'm pretty sure it's all good now. So the hardest part was actually to disconnect the drive shafts from the flange, especially at the front. The front gave me a lot of issues because the way it's located, where it's located, you cannot even drive a chisel there at that straight angle. But rather than that, everything else, to put it back together, didn't take more than 10 minutes. So in a perfect world scenario, when everything is aligned and everything works, this is a simple job, but it's not always the case. But anyways, on this note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you might find it helpful, and as always, until next time, everybody, bye.